최종 과학기지로 떠납니다.
Don't bring forgiveness, and I'm gonna hunt you down.
Welcome to King Sejong Station for map number 2 of the set. Up in the top left in the purple, winning that last one, it is Stats.
His opponent to the bottom right in green, it is Trap. We have really been seeing game after game some pretty unique stuff in this this Group C here. From Marine Lords, what some players were calling on Twitter like this kitchen sink build. All the parts are out there. To that last game where both players going through T's, the blink pressure, Trap's hold, everything that happened. Really, pretty funny stuff. I guess the first series was the most quote-unquote standard, although we did have the weirdest map pool in that first game. So
a Dasan Station game.
Yeah, I mean things are really all over the place in these groups. Expect the unexpected. Anything can happen. Those are kind of our taglines here for KeSPA Cup, and they've come true.
Yeah, honestly, looking at some of the groups, I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty obvious who's going to get out here, and the real fun is going to start in the round of 8. But I've been pleasantly surprised. It's been a fun week so far. We of course have today and tomorrow, and that will end the round of 16.
Pet gets out of his Group B. Beyond does not get out of Group A. I mean, lots of upsets in this tournament already.
Deep 4-0ing, making it look easy.
But we all predicted that Deep would get out of the group, but to get out 4-0 like that is another thing entirely. Well, in this game here, we're going to see the total switch in tech for the gateways and the adept choice versus the stalkers that we saw last game. A much more aggressive early scout from Stats, went in there very early on, and is now going to send his pro scout home. And it's going to be Stargates for both. These guys are really just mirroring it up.
Interesting. So, would expect an Oracle to start. We'll see if it does transition into any Phoenix play. Generally, if you can get over there and get the scout, you would just start with the Phoenix to shut down your opponent's, any air units that come out. And then sometimes it goes into that Phoenix race. It's like an arms race to see who can get more Phoenixes faster. But I'll have to wait and see if it does go that far.
I love Oracle versus Oracle because it becomes this situation. Shade allows him to escape here, and not only escape, but scout. Because they're both going to scout each other, they're probably going to skip the Oracles.
Well, if you look at it, it's just going to be Stats getting the scout here, I believe. He did see that.
But it's a Phoenix just the same, I believe. Yeah, so it's just going to be Phoenixes. Oracle versus Oracle, if unscouted, is so fun because while you're microing your Oracle to attack, you have to be microing against his Oracle on the defense. And it's like Banshee versus Banshee TBT. We'll have to see when that happens. Unfortunately, not going to happen this game, at least not initially. So Adept is going to escape just barely here to go in here and try to get the scout. Phoenix is almost just showing himself here.
Oh, no block. He gets in and he sees it. He's going to commit to the shade.
It's just up there.
Just chilling.
That's the worst way to die, man. You're just suspended there for a long time.
Look at him struggling in that bubble.
Yeah.
He's just like flailing around. He has no control over his body. Poor guy. But he did his job. He got the scout, so.
Well, the game is very even, but Stats has 2 more stalkers than Trap does, and that's really the only difference in this game. And Stats going to be the second Stargate. We're going to have this arms race you were talking about. Now, the other choice, of course, is if you scout that second Stargate, you can transition away from Phoenix to try to counter them instead of try to race with them. But if you do neither transition or can make a second Stargate, then you're just going to be behind in Phoenixes straight up. And I think Stats has identified, hey, I have 2 more stalkers than you, and I'm going to start taking this fight. This is
can't
risky.
Lift. You can't lift. No, you have to take the fight. The overcharge's coming in, but nice micro from Stats.
And Trap has the much later second Stargate. He's going to be behind Phoenixes for a long, long, long time. This is a great opportunity for Stats to actually even potentially find probe damage once he has the larger Phoenix count.
He's got a better economy. He's up 8 workers, but
not for much longer.
For Phoenix versus Phoenix, you're playing on a nice edge. You can't even get one Phoenix behind. If you make one small mistake, you can just sustain so much damage.
These Stalkers are, you know, if a lift happens, like you said, you can't really lift because you're a Phoenix down in that moment while the Phoenix is lifting the Stalker. He's going to kill this Stalker. He actually will grab 2 because of the overcharge. So this works out for him in this case. But in the first battle where you said you can't lift, I mean, you're absolutely correct. You can't. He wants to defend this Mothership core also. And it is 2 Phoenixes at a time, but Stats has that lead from before. Now he's going to start picking up those workers, like I said. And with this much of a lead, if there's no overcharge, he can't even get close to the purple Phoenixes. Get away from those purple
Phoenixes. Get away from the purple ones. They're not your teammates. And yeah, I mean, really nice control here from Stats, picking off another Phoenix. And Trap is going to begin to, you know, run out of energy. And he's identified this. He kills all the Phoenixes.
Yeah, now he can kill the Mothership core. There's not enough energy for an overcharge. He's out of range anyways.
He's doing so much damage with this.
And now he can just kill the rest of the Phoenixes. And Trap is forced to warp in Stalkers. Good control by Trap. I mean, all things considered, but not good enough.
That's it. He knew. That was the end of that game. So a quick 2-0 here from Stats.
Stats is going to advance as the group in first place. Trap got bopped pretty hard.
Yeah, he's feeling the burn, man. Not a fun series for our boy Trap.
I mean, he was targeting every Phoenix correctly there, but he was just, there were too many of them, you know? And when you don't have that vision, you don't have that knowledge of the second Stargate, and your opponent commits to that, you can't lose Phoenixes. He didn't know. He tried to lift the Stalker. That was a critical mistake. From that point on, I think it was just smooth sailing for Stats.
Really fantastic control by Stats with those Phoenixes. Really got to hand it to him there. So he will be picking a ball out of the box. We will see which group he's going to go in. And of course, this is going to determine the rest of the slots for any of the other players. So this will be our last time touching the balls, guys.
That's right, unfortunately.
Yeah. I know everybody wants to see it. Okay, he's going into Group A. So that means that whoever gets out in second place will be in Group D. By default, you can't play against you know, a player that was in your round of 16 group.
So basically from then on, the rest of the players will be determined by who gets first and second on Friday.
So guys, we are going to jump to a quick commercial break for the losers match of Solar versus Marine Lord.
Next.